Hey, what's up, y'all? It's me. It's your favorite cousin Terry. Welcome back to the channel. Now, I know I haven't been uploading in a while. I've just been trying to take a little break. Just doing some things, just chilling. Taking a few days off. But I wanted to relax for a little bit. But in this video, I am going to be talking about my top 10 favorite games of all time that I've played throughout my life. Like, you guys, I put up another poll, you guys suggested this, and I'm gonna be diving into it, like telling my experience with the games and why I love them so much. So, oops, my camera. Going to cut this out. Let's get into it. Coming in at number 10, we got the Call of Duty series, Modern Warfare 4, 2, 3, and the original. Now, the main reason why this is at number 10 is that I may have stopped playing Call of Duty a long time ago, but this game was part of my childhood. Like the trash talking, like all this, hold on. Like all that. I'm talking about that this game right here, Call of Duty has started a lot of arguments in my house with my brothers when we were still younger. Like when we was in our pre-teens. Like Call of Duty will always have a place in my heart. Even though I stopped playing a long time ago. But this game was so much fun with the four of us playing with me and my brothers, and it was so very fun online, especially with the trash talking. The amount of racism in this game, yeah. And my brothers be cussing. A lot of cussing was in this game. But man, the good times I had with this game. That's why Call of Duty's at number 10, starting off as my favorite, one of my favorite games of all time. Number 9, Yu-Gi-Oh! I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Was like my first anime I ever watched. But Yu-Gi-Oh! Definitely was the game that I loved playing. Especially, I still play it today. Especially even if it's locals or even in the game or Master Duel. Yeah, this game was also part of my childhood, and it was low-key, and it was my first anime. Watching the dub, I never watched the sub. Actually, I have watched the sub as I got older, like around my high school days. But yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Childhood game, there was so many good times with this game, especially with it, like people trading cards back in the day. Especially had those big tins that I had. My first tin I ever had was the Stardust Dragon one, especially having that. Yeah, I still play it today, and it's still one of the greatest games at number 9. At number 8, Infamous. Now this Infamous had to been one of my favorite PlayStation exclusive games back on the PlayStation 3. I played all the Infamous games. I was talking about 1, 2, and Second Son. The main thing I loved about this game is that you get to play, like you get to do like two sides. Like you get to play as the villain or the hero. And that's what I loved about this game, because this was like the first game that I ever had the choice, have powers, and you had to choose how I want my story to end. And I loved it about this game. Especially loved with this. I love superhuman power type of games, especially with powers coming out of your hands. Infamous was definitely one of my favorite all-time PlayStation games, especially one of those especially as an exclusive game. Like I love Sucker Punch Studios. They also known for Sly Cooper, and Ghost of Tsushima. But yeah, Infamous definitely had a spot in my heart. And number 7, Genshin. Now, I found Genshin by accident. Like Genshin, like it was around 2020 when I first started playing. Like I was so bored. I only had so many few games with my dad. My dad gave me his PlayStation. I didn't have that many games, and I didn't want didn't want to spend no money, so I went to the free to play section in the PlayStation Store, and I found this game by accident, and I've been hooked on this game ever since. That's why I love this game so much, because it's free. Like, the story and the gameplay is what I loved about this. It makes you feel like playing like an anime game that I ever felt like playing. Now, number 6. No. Number 5. Number 5. Oof. I mean, oof. Yes, number 5. Number 5, Gears of War, the trilogy, 1, 2, and 3. Now, the main reason why I loved Gears of War, back before I even joined the PlayStation, my dad had the Xbox. This trilogy brought me and my brother together, back when it was just me and TJ. This game was dark, and scary too. Like, one of the scariest games I've ever played. Like, it had like a nice it was so dark too. Like, the fact that it was dark and like the amount of gore on this game was so epic. And in my opinion, Gears of War should have just ended at Gears of War 3. I played 4, but I never played Gears of War 5. I think that this studio should have just ended it at Gears of War 3. But yeah, this was a best Xbox exclusive game. Like, this had been one of my favorite games I used to play on the Xbox, besides Halo. Now, number 4, Ghost of Tsushima. Now, why Ghost of Tsushima? Because I've been obsessed with anime and exploring games outside the culture. So Ghost of Tsushima was a game that was based on real life, and I love that you get to play as a samurai and a ninja in this game. And the amount of fun. This is the first game I started playing when I was streaming. Main thing about Ghost of Tsushima is that this was my game of the year. I can't believe how The Last of Us Part 2 beat this game. Hands down, Ghost of Tsushima was my favorite, especially like one of my favorite games that always stuck by me before I gave my PlayStation to my brother. Especially with the OST, the combat, everything about this game was amazing. One of the best games to end an era for the PlayStation 4. Now, right here, Persona. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I slept on this game really bad because my boy Noah from college, he gave me his Persona, telling me to play it. I was holding off on it. It didn't look like it exciting to me until I started playing it. Like, I wanted to play like a new series, and I didn't want to spend no money again. So I had that game right on standby and started playing it. But I couldn't play it on the PS4, so I had to get a PC and stream it. And I've been having, and this game literally was the best game I ever played. The OST, and it's a turn-based game too. All you had to do was be smart with it and know how you play, and plus how you get the balance between life as a high school student. It was a great game. Now, number 3, God of War. I'm talking about God of War as a series. Now, the reason why God of War is at number 3, because I played pretty much every God of War out there, except the very first God of War. When I had the PSP, I had the Ghost of Sparta, I had the Chains of Olympus, I played 2, 3, Ascension, and the 2018 and the Ragnarok. The main thing I loved about this game was that it was just the combat. Like the gore, the mini games. But hey, yeah, this game was epic. Like the way that you get to have new weapons, fighting massive bosses in the QTEs. And it was a bloody game too. Like Kratos was literally a menace when he was young, especially in the Greek mythology. yeah, God of War had to been all the time. Definitely was one of my favorite ones. Best storylines too. I love that how like most of the games that that the old God of War games were referenced in Ragnarok and in God of War 2018. So yeah, God of War at number 3. Number 2, Mortal Kombat. Now, Mortal Kombat had been one of my favorite fighting games of all time. I tried Street Fighter. It was I played King of Fighters. Wasn't my favorite one, but Mortal Kombat definitely had been my all-time favorite fighting game because my auntie had it. She had it on the Wii. My favorite first Mortal Kombat game was Armageddon, and also like the whole roster was stacked. Like the game was so fun. You get to like it literally fight. I was fighting my siblings in the house, and it was so fun. Like I had a lot of good memories with Mortal Kombat. And plus, Mortal Kombat helped my channel grow. If it wasn't for this game, I wouldn't have so many people watching my stuff. So this game was what brought my channel up to light. I met so many good people playing this game, especially during online and stuff. But yeah, Mortal Kombat definitely was definitely at number 2. And number 1, of course, Sonic. Sonic definitely. Sonic definitely had been favorite game of all time. I've been playing this game since the Sega Genesis. I've been playing Sonic since the Sega Genesis all the way up to PC. Like no matter how bad a Sonic game was, the OST was always amazing. Without Sonic, I would not have been addicted to video games as I am now today. Sonic definitely would make me bring out the gamer in me. Like I've had I love playing the game. I love playing Sonic as a whole, no matter what console I had. Sonic definitely had to be one of my top games I had to play. I needed to play. Even on PC, I played Sonic Final Fantasy back on ya.com. Back when I was like doing those days, when I was in the computer lab. But yeah, that had to been Sonic number 1 game of all time of my video games. Definitely and always. But yeah, that was it for my top 10 games. Call of Duty, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Infamous, Genshin, Gears of War, Ghost of Tsushima, Persona, God of War, Mortal Kombat, and Sonic. Those were my top games my top 10 games of all time. I hope you guys liked my list, and let me know y'all top 10 games in the comments too. In the meantime, thank you all guys again for watching my content. I will be back live tomorrow for those guys who are watching this. In the meantime, y'all have a good night, be safe, and keep God. Peace.